Okay, so by popular demand, let me quickly show you guys how to carry out increase in share capital of your business, either a business name or a limited liability company or a group of companies. Okay, so the first thing you want to do, of course, is that you want to log into your portal. And of course, if you want me to do this for you, maybe you don't want to go through distress or you don't know how to do it, or you have any issue at all with your business, or you want to file your annual returns, whatever it is you have with your business that you want me to help you with, you can always reach out to me using the contact details in the video description. If you send a WhatsApp chat, somebody is going to respond to you and we are going to help you. Okay. So once you are in your portal, you want to come to this post incorporation here. You want to click on that. If it is a business name you want to do your increase in share capitals for, you want to choose this. And if it is a limited liability company, you want to choose this. So I'm going to choose this. And then here, of course, you want to come here and search for the name of the company or the business that you're trying to carry out an increase in share capitals for. Okay, so I've seen mine here. Okay, so I'm going to click on proceed to dashboard and it's going to take me to a portal that look like this. All right, so once I am here, now you can see that these are the different things that I can do on my CAC registration, as you can see here. And remember that for every tab that you work on here, you're making different payment for each of them. Okay, so here, what I want to do is to carry out an increase in share capital. So I'm going to scroll all the way down and then I'm going to come to this increase in share issued share capital here. I'm going to click on that. Once I do, I'm going to come here and click on start increase in share capital and share allotment filing. And once I click on that, it's going to show me the current share capital of my business. Now, as you can see here, this is a single shareholder business and the number of share here is 500,000 naira. If yours is more or less or more shareholders, it's going to display everything for you here. Now, you need to understand again that if you are increasing your share capital, you will also have to allot that extra share that you are adding to your current share, either to the existing shareholders of this company or you are adding a new shareholder. So let's assume that you are adding a new shareholder that you want to inherit the extra shares that you're adding. Then in that case, there's no, you are not going to do another addition of shareholder. You can always do the two together at this point. Now, that is different from when you are adding a new shareholder, but you want that shareholder to still take from the total number of shares of the existing shareholder. So let's assume, for example, that here I have 500,000 number of shares, and now I want to increase it to 1 million, which is extra 500,000. But I don't want the new shareholder to have 500,000. Maybe I want the new shareholder to have 700,000. That means I'm still going to take 200,000 from here to the 500,000 that I'm adding to this company. In that case, this is not where you go to. You go to the you go to the transmission and transfer and surrender of shares. Okay, this is not what you do, but what you do here is if you're adding a new share and you want that new share to be given to maybe a new shareholder, or you want it to be transferred to the existing shareholder, as simple as that. Okay, that is when you come here. So you're going to click on proceed, you're going to click on yes, and it's going to bring you up to this point. Okay, I'm just going to close this and then I'm going to come here. So you can see that it already automatically generated some of my it automatically generated some details of this company. If yours doesn't, then that is a little bit of an abnormal situation, but then it should. So once you do that and confirm that you want to come to this increased share capital, You want to click on that. And this is where people used to have most of the issues. So you can see here that the current share capital of this company is 500,000 naira. Now, what is the new share capital? Like I said, I want to make this company a 1 million share company, right? So all I need to do is to add an extra 500,000. As you can see here, I've added 500,000 divided into 500,000. Of course, you don't even have to touch this. You cannot even touch it. Here, you want to leave it at 1 also. Now, you can see now that the current share capital is 500,000. I have added extra 500,000. Now, I have a new total share of how much? 1 million naira. What is the difference in the old and the new? 500,000 naira. This is what all this place means. So you don't even need to bother yourself on trying to understand more. It's as simple as that. Of course, for the share type, you want to choose ordinary. And then the number of shares, enter new issued share capital. So again, you're going to enter the new share that you are adding, which is 500,000 naira in this case. If you don't do that, you're going to have issues, okay? So once you've done that, you're going to scroll down. Is regulatory approval required for the increase in share capital? I believe that for most of us, it's going to be a no, so I'm going to just leave it at no. If it is a yes, I'm sure you will know, right? Okay, so we're going to leave that at no. And once you do, you want to come to this add share type or split share. And then you're going to click on that. And once you do, it's going to display this table for you. You want to check to be sure that you know exactly what you're doing. So this is the new 500,000 naira that we are adding that shows here. If you made a mistake, you want to go back, you can always delete this if you want. And once you do that, you're going to click on save. And then this is going to be saved, and then it's going to redirect you to this new page. And all you need to do again is to check your details just to be triple sure that everything is fine. Okay, and once you have done that, you can go ahead and type in the date of the resolution where the directors of this company came together to say we want this to be done. And then once you put in the date, you want to click on save and continue. All right, so they're asking you now that you have added extra 500,000 naira. What do you want to do? Because in the new law, you cannot leave share capitals unallotted. Okay, it must be allotted. Before now, you will notice that it was possible for companies to have shares in a company and they did not allot the extra share. It's no longer allowed. So you must give this unallotted share of 500,000 naira extra to somebody. So that is what we want to do now. So I'm going to click on proceed. And once I do, so I'm going to come here. Now it's asking me, who do you want to give this to? Do you want to give it to the existing shareholder, or you want to add a new shareholder to give it to? Now, if you want to give it to this existing shareholder, which is a single shareholder in this case, just go ahead, fill in the name of the director here, okay, or the name of either the director or the secretary or the shareholder, and put this designation here and continue to make payment. But if you want to add a new shareholder in this case, just come here and click add new shareholder. You will need to fill in the new form of the new shareholder, everything just like you're adding a new shareholder. And once you have done that, as you can see here, if it is the 0500, you give it. If you're adding two shareholders, of course, you divide it just the way you used to do before, and then you're going to save that. But if you are giving it to the previous or the existing shareholders, of course, it's almost the same. If you have more than one shareholder and you still want to allot it to the existing shareholders, you also do the same, but the more division